Spring. You know, the April showers brings May flowers and gives us superpowers. I don't know what I'm saying. But speaking of spring, Spring 2021 anime are upon us. At the time of this video coming out, they probably have started too, because I know at least My Hero Academia Season 5 has started, but that's not all we're going to talk about. I am going to be showing you guys what anime I plan to watch this season and my initial thoughts on them, I guess. I'm probably going to be pulling up my anime list because I don't remember any of these based off just the title alone. So before we get into it, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and if you like the content, because we're on the road to 2K. We need to get it done. No! Or else! I was gonna say I'll stop making content, but that's not true. I'm gonna keep making content either way. So I think first, we're going to go through the original, the new anime, and then we'll go to the sequels, like season 2s and stuff. So let's just start off. First anime on the list, we got Nagatoro, or Please Don't Bully Me Nagatoro. It is gonna be so freaking goated. I did reviews on this manga. When the last chapter came out, I couldn't record my chapter review on time, so I didn't come out with that one. But I think I'm gonna keep doing them. I might not, but we'll see. But Nagatoro is one of those really fun rom-com series out there that we've gotten used to, where the main girl teases the main dude, like Uzuki-chan or Takagi-san. And Nagatoro is the newest one in this list to get an anime. Also, we get a darker skin waifu. Never go wrong with that. And the anime seems to have nailed Nagatoro's voice. It just seems like it's gonna be fire. Opening song was fire. I heard it too. Let's move on to the next one. Next, we have Shaman King. Synopsis are that shamans are extraordinary individuals with the ability to communicate with ghosts and stuff. They're invisible to ordinary people. The shaman fight a prestigious tournament held every 500 years. Okay, the winner's the Shaman King. Okay, yeah, no, this seems dope, and I added it to my list not because I thought it seemed dope, but because literally everybody talks about it. So I was like, you know what? It's one of those where I gotta see what the hype's about. Just reading the premise right now, it actually seems alright. Let's get to the next one. Next, we have Eden Zero. Do I even need to pull it up on my anime list? Because I already read the manga for this, and I'm quite the fan. If you don't know, I'm quite a bit of a fan of Fairy Tail. I don't think it's the greatest show ever, but I did have a hell of a fun time watching it, and I think Fairy Tail slander most of the time is low-key uncalled for, but that's a different story for a different time. Eden Zero, in my opinion, it's actually pretty fire. Only complaints that people really have that I hear is literally just the character designs looking like Fairy Tail characters, but it's like, bro, it's literally the same artist. Do you want them to look like they were made by a different person? I don't know. Yeah, the anime's coming out soon, and I couldn't be more excited. I'm just very happy, and the animation looks fine from the trailers. No complaints here. I just can't wait for more people to experience this goodness. Let's move on. Next, we have Tokyo Revengers. I don't know what this is about either very much, but I watched the trailer, so let's actually just read it right now. Slice at an all-time low. Found out that his ex-girlfriend was murdered. Nice. Okay. Wondering what all went wrong. He finds himself traveling through time. Okay. I like time travel stories. I don't know why. They're just the thing that I like. Rewrite the future and save it from the treasure. That's goated. I like this. Yeah, even though like Shaman King, I added that because a lot of people said I should watch it. Now I'm excited for that. That seems dope. Next one, we have Joran, the Princess of Snow and Blood. Now, this one I'm actually familiar with from an old video where I reacted to the trailer. Link for that video will be below. Also, link for the Nagatoro trailer because I reacted to that too. But yeah, this one seems so dope. It's an anime original, which sometimes are bad, but have lately been better. I feel like the last few that I've seen that were anime originals have been better. So I have a lot more faith in anime original stories lately. And this one seems dope. There's fighting. The opening song sounded cool in the trailer, and it looks dope as crap. There was this one part in the trailer where it's like shows her, and then shows like the other side. It's so dope. Next we have I Shaved, Then I Brought a High School Girl Home. And the synopsis seems really cool. He ends up finding this girl who trades sexual favors a lot, and instead of like paying for her body to stay there, he just has her do normal stuff like washing dishes and laundry. So I actually read this synopsis the other day. Like I said, some of these anime were either off of hype or already knew they were coming out from the manga, and I'm hyped for those, but I did actually on my anime list, and that's where like 15 of these are from, so don't be surprised. That's just how I do things. I just look through a bunch of synopsises, I see what seems cool, and I watch it. Next, we have the rom-com where the best friend won't lose. Literally off of the title, it sounds goated already. And who doesn't love a good rom-com? I literally will watch any rom-com. I do not care. Oh, to be fair, I'll give any show a chance, if we're being honest, and I don't really like dropping stuff, but that's besides the point. It seems cool, man. The characters seem cute. The main guy seems like a normal main guy in anime. I don't even know what else to say. Let's move on to the next one. My descriptions for these are horrible, but how can I describe a show I haven't freaking seen? All right, next we have Sobarashiki Kono Sekai the animation. I'm guessing this is based off a game because it says the animation at the end, you know. I literally haven't seen anything. I didn't even read the synopsis that's right here, even though this is where I got it from. I just saw the designs of the characters and I was like, I gotta check this out because I am a huge fan of great character designs. That's why Bleach is one of my favorite shonens out there, because the character designs in Bleach are actually unparalleled. Or something like Monogatari, where all the characters have pretty unique designs. Or even Persona, which is a weird shout, but this reminds me of it because I think it's a game too. But Persona has a lot of great designs too, overall, in their characters. But yeah, stuff like that, I'm a sucker for that. So that's why I'm gonna like this one. Oh wow, okay, I just read the synopsis 2 seconds ago after saying all that. This seems even more dope than I thought. Hopefully, it's not bad, because game animes can be bad, but they can also be really good. For example, I know this is kind of hypocritical because I haven't actually seen it, but I've heard that the Persona 5 anime is really bad, and that the Persona 3 anime movie is really good. But I don't like to judge stuff that I haven't seen based off of what other people say. It could be good, it could be bad. Let's move on. Next, we have Vivy Fluorite's Eye Song. Now, I actually read the synopsis for this. Seems really cool. An AI that's traveled from 100 years into the future, and they're trying to prevent the war. Even though it sounds kind of generic, it seems cool anyways. I'm a fan. Next, we have Sayonara Watashi no Kramer, also known as Goodbye Kramer or Farewell, my dear Kramer. And literally, only reason I added this one is because out of all the sports anime I've seen, I don't believe I've seen one centered around just soccer. Because I've seen quite a bit of sports anime, but I don't recall watching a soccer one. I could be wrong, but I don't think I have. Watched volleyball, read a football manga, watched a basketball one, obviously. Everyone's seen basketball ones. I've seen a couple baseball ones, boxing, ice skating if you're counting you're on ice, swimming with free. But I'm not sure. I'm waffling. I need to actually continue this video. You get my point. I haven't seen a soccer one, and this seems kind of cool. She gets an offer from the rival school, and oh yeah, the question is whether she'll take her up on it. It seems interesting enough. I'm excited. Let's move on to the next one. Next one is Combatants Will Be Dispatched. Added this because it's got underground criminal group turned evil megacorp, combat agent 6, just a lot of cool sounding stuff. Literally, that's it. Because as much as I'm a fan of romance or of deep stuff or of stuff that'll make me think or cry or feel emotions, I also like really cool shit. That's why, despite having my criticisms of Dragon Ball, those fights I can look at and be like, that's some cool shit. Like the premise says, the world doesn't need two evil organizations, so I'm guessing they're gonna be fighting each other or something, like two different organizations. I don't know. Let's move on. Oh, next we have Blue Reflection Ray. In this we got some magical sisters and a power to become a reflector that protects the world from devastating forces for the sake of the world, and her own dream that she thought she had to give up on. I'm gonna say this again. I'm literally reading these titles and I feel bad because it feels like I'm not even making content, but I have to because I don't know what to say. I haven't seen these. It seems cool. I really like the art style. I don't know why, but it seems like nice, and that's probably the main reason why I'm adding it, to be honest. Let's move on. Again, I gotta stop saying let's move on. Let's make a different phrase. Like, let's go to the next one. Oh yeah, I also added this one. Battle Athletes Dian Dukai. Or is it Dian Dokai? Dian Doukai. No, I'm kidding. Restart. Explanation part. This is another sports anime. It's got I'm assuming this one has a lot of different types of athletes though. And it's just to be crowned a cosmic. Oh, this is all girls. That's why I added it, because waifus. That makes sense now that I'm looking back. Okay, now I'm not confused as to why I added this anymore, because at first I was like, I don't remember adding this. But yeah, waifus, no complaints. The rest of these are either fighting or wholesome. I need to have some waifus here. Alright, next, let's go to the next one. Next we have SSSS Dynazenon. No synopsis, but it's a mecha, and I tend to like mecha. Even if it's like shit mecha, it's still a guilty pleasure of mine. So, why not add a mecha anime in here? I haven't seen a mecha anime in quite a bit of time. So yeah, I'm just gonna add it. Next anime! Next we have To Your Eternity. And I'm pretty sure this is the one that I added because the manga was written by the same author that wrote A Silent Voice, and I like A Silent Voice quite a bit. It's one of my favorite manga. The movie's good too. I'm very excited for this. It seems cool, and it seems like a very different story than A Silent Voice, which I'm not too surprised about, but at the same time, a lot of authors tend to write the same type of things. Not necessarily meaning that in a bad way, but if you write shonen, you're most likely going to write another shonen. Or if you write a romance, you're going to write another type of romance like it. But I'm not complaining. No complaints here, and it seems cool. So I added it. Oh, next one I'm very excited for. And it's kind of a biased reason, but I think it's a very, very justifiable bias reason. Bishonen Titan, or Pretty Boys Detective Club. And even though it looks kind of weird and I wasn't gonna add it, once I found this out, I needed to add it because not only is it being done by Shaft, which I love by the way, Monica Magica, Nisekoi, Monogatari, a couple other things. It's also written by the same guy that wrote the Monogatari series. Nisio Isin, I think is how you say his name. Isin, I'm not sure. But he wrote Monogatari, and anyone that's read the novels of his know that he's low-key a genius, man. So I have high expectations for this, but I think he'll deliver. It looks quite unique, and it doesn't look like it's going to be the same as Monogatari at all. Which, like I said with the last thing with To Your Eternity, I am very excited for. Because I like to see different types of stories from the same people. It's crazy how one mind can make all these different things. But yeah, that's why I'm watching that. Let's move on to the last few. Next, we have Koikimo, or It's Too Sick to Call This Love. And I literally only added this one because I've talked to someone who's read the manga and they said, bro, you're gonna want to watch this. So, you know, I just realized through this that I fall into peer pressure when it comes to anime a lot. People tell me to watch something and I'm just like, I just fold, man, into the pressure. And I like to listen to people and what they think is good and then see whether I think it's good. And most of the times I do think they're pretty good. But to be fair, I think a lot of anime are good. I don't like to criticize anime that much. I try to find the good things in everything. Next, we have The Country of Rare Treasure. I think this is an ONA. Yeah, it is. So this isn't going to be like Area Everywhere. And it's short. But that art looks freaking cool, man. I didn't even watch the trailer, but just that picture alone, I'm going to try and zoom in on it in the video. It looks freaking cool. So that's about literally the only reason. It's only 13 minutes an episode. So yeah. Now we have The Saint's magic power is omnipotent. And based off the trailer, this looks so nice. I don't know if the quality of the anime is going to be that nice, but it looks very, very good animation-wise. And just aesthetic. Like, it's pretty. I'll say that. It's freaking pretty. And it's an isekai with magic. Nice. Also, before we move on, I forgot to add that I am going to be watching 86. It looks dope. I just didn't recognize it as something I was going to watch until after recording this video, so I'm adding it in here now. Let's keep going. So next, let's get into the sequels. There's only a few of them that I can remember, so I'm just going to go through those real quick. First, we have Fruits Basket, the final, obviously. So Fruits Basket connoisseur myself, I have to watch the final season of this goated anime adaptation. Next, we have Zombieland Saga Season 2. Watch the first season. That was legit. I'm going to watch the second season. That's about it. That was a rhyme. I spit bars. If it's a crime, go steal a car. I'm cringe. The last one we have is My Hero Academia Season 5, which at the time of recording this video actually started yesterday. I need to watch that. Even though I haven't watched like the second half of Season 4, should I watch that and then watch Season 5 even though I've already read the manga? I don't know. I'll decide what I do. We'll see. But yeah, that's literally it. Before we end the video, all I gotta say is that I was gonna add Sestifza, the Roman fighter, on this list because I heard the manga's fire. But then I saw the trailer. It was all CGI. And I was like, I'm probably gonna read the manga. But speaking of that, was there any shows that I didn't mention that you think I should definitely give a shot? Then let me know in the comments because I'm gonna start watching these shows right when they come out. I need to know if there's any bangers that I'm sleeping on. But yeah, that's about it. Like and subscribe. This video's gone on way longer than I thought it would, and it should. So I'm gonna probably end it right here. Do great things in the world. Like I said earlier, subscribe and peace out. Banger. Poggers. Hey, that was cringe. Don't include that in the video. Oh wait, I'm my own editor. Well, if I decide later that it's funny enough to keep in the video, I'll keep it. I'm the worst editor ever. I talk to myself. God.